G'day everyone. It's been a hot minute since I've done a video and I'm pretty hyped about the new Torchlight season. Had a quick look at a couple of the balance adjustment details and I'm just reading through the patch notes at the moment and trying to compare it to something that I've played before. So a quick look at the new gameplay and new content. It says in each stage there is a chance to encounter a Monument of Eterna, guaranteed in time mark 7 and above, which is good. So when you're doing regular mapping at endgame, you'll always encounter this monument. Interacting with it will allow you to enter a special map, the Ruins of Eterna. Completing challenges and defeating monsters within the Ruins of Eterna will grant you rewards. Most importantly, you will obtain a fragment of the City of Eterna, the Mark of the Ruins. When you have collected enough Mark of the Ruins, socket them into the map, and once the map is complete, you can enter the City of Eterna through the Monument of Eterna or Candle. Defeating monsters in the City of Eterna will grant you energy, and collecting a certain amount of energy will reward you with kindling. A few things to get through here. Offering kindling to the sacrificial bonfire will grant you generous rewards. When the sacrificial bonfire progress is full, you can challenge the boss in the City of Eterna. The more bonfires that you have, the better the boss rewards will be. In the new season, join the massive season talent tree, where you can unlock talent nodes to gain a completely different season experience, while obtaining numerous battle buffs and additional map rewards. Expand the territory of Eterna and ultimately unlock the infinite City of Eterna. After unlocking the infinite city, each time the hunter clears a stage with an average level of 85 or above, the city will advance one step further, and it gets more dangerous and better loot, and there is no upper limit. This reminds me of in Path of Exile. It sounds like Delve League, where you just go into the depths and there is no upper limit, so you can just keep going further and further down. It gets harder and harder and harder. And in Path of Exile, once you get to depth 300, that is where the good loot starts. There is a bit on soul candles and stuff here. 1 to 3 affixes. It's just the drop for the season by the sounds. We have a new hero, the Forsaken Iris. Guaranteed this will be overpowered because it is the new hero, and if you want to play it, you have to pay for it. That's how most games work. Hero trait. New skills, archery bond. I don't know what most of these are. I might just have a quick read and I'll get back to you. So it looks like all the new skills are just based around the new hero, which is Spirit Magus. There's a sentry and a bunch of Spirit Magus stuff there. Look at the legendary gear. Some new legendary gears. I'll be going Boom Moto again, as per usual, at least initially. That was my plan last season. I didn't eventuate into another character because crafting was garbage. This one looks somewhat interesting. Looks like it turns the synthetic troops into a sentry. Not really useful for me. None of this is really useful for me. There was a change to Mind Infusion boots, which is useful. So they'll probably be more expensive next season. New pack scripts. There's always new pack scripts because there's a new season item, and you have to have a pack script that can drop it. So new pack scripts, gameplay adjustments. I'll read, and this is what I'm most interested in. Crafting system adjustment. because the crafting system was absolute garbage. Oh, divest fossil and refine fossil have been removed from the crafting system. I really hope there's a way to annul, because otherwise your gear will just be dog shit. During the prototype crafting stage, hunters can lock 1 to 2 affixes of their equipment for a reroll. When locking one, the affix will be randomly turned into a 4 affix prototype without consuming plasticity. Okay. Plasticity: when locking 2 affixes, the equipment will be randomly turned into a 5 affix prototype. Okay. In the prototype crafting, a new affix upgrade feature has been added. Hunters can consume FE and plasticity to upgrade their affixes. Not a fan of... Unless it's 1 to 2 FE, if it's 20 to 40, then they still have no idea about the average player. By consuming the ultimate Ember, the hunter can upgrade a tier 1 affix to a tier 0. Okay, if that's guaranteed, sure. But doing so will randomly remove another affix from the equipment and reset the plasticity to 0. Of course, equipment with 0 plasticity can still be advanced from tier 1 to tier 0. Okay, so that sounds like you just get your gear to good and then upgrade whatever you want to from 1 to 0. That's how I read that, which is really, really good. During the targeted processing phase, hunters can directly add specific affixes to their equipment, with the affix level randomly ranging between 0 and 6. Why does 4 to 6 exist? Some high rarity affixes, for example, +2 spell skill level, have a chance to fail when... Oh, Jesus. The chance was already, I think, 1.27%. Now for that 1.27% to be able to fail? Eh. Unless it's a much higher chance now that it's targeted. Actually targeted. Targeted processing will no longer reset the equipment's plasticity, which means that equipment that has undergone targeted processing can be used for prototype crafting after being reforged. What? Targeted processing will no longer reset the equipment's plasticity, which means that the equipment that has undergone... Oh, okay. So before, as soon as you did any targeted processing, it would wipe your plasticity to 0. I guess it keeps the remaining plasticity. That is worded poorly. Fine Ember and Precious Ember have been removed from the crafting system, as these two materials will no longer be consumed in crafting. Okay. Interesting. So embers are gone. Fossils are gone. Trait cards no longer drawn to the stage. Instead, they are permanent. That's pretty good. Looks like they've streamlined the trait cards a fair bit. Confusion cards have been redesigned. Now each confusion card will have a progress feature. Every time a stage is completed, progress of the confusion card on the stage will be increased by 1. When the progress is full, the affix of the confusion card will take effect. Okay, I thought that was different. All confusion cards come with a base affix of plus 100% drop quantity. That's pretty interesting. 100% increased drop quantity for every stage. Very interesting. New difficulty levels added. Time mark 7.1 and 7.2. Why not just make it 7 and 8 and then make 8 then make these ones. You can make this one 9, 10, 11, and 12. 8, 1, 8, 2, 8, 3, and 8, 4 doesn't make much sense, considering the first 6 are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyway, someone had a bright idea. Removed the majority of compasses, only retaining the following compasses. Shinies. Okay. Shiny War, Might, Hunting, Mechanical, Dark Surge, Black Sail, Magic Cube. Oh, okay. So there's no extra quant. Huh. I don't know if I like that. Anyway. Only shinies remain. And there are the specific ones that add something. So that adds the God of War, God of Might, God of Hunting, Mechanical, blah, 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 whatever it is. You know what it is. Dark Surge, Black Sail, that's last season's mechanic, the cube. And they can all be purchased at a fixed price from the trader. I wonder what that fixed price is. I guess that means that the auction house price will never go above that fixed price if they still drop in maps, which hopefully they do. Adjustments to the statue of the new god. The brand divinity slate will no longer fail to brand. Okay, good. I mean, there's going to be less dropping in the season, so it makes sense to guarantee it. Added a fourth brand result. Transformation randomly transforms a brand talent on the tablet into another talent on the node of the same level. Okay. New, each brand has a chance to directly add a new divine talent node. Medium talent nodes have a chance to be upgraded to a more rare medium talent node when branded. Okay. The wording is just weird. Recalculated the consumption and success rate of the brand. Okay. Loading time improvements. Cool. Trade house. Where are we? Highlight prices change to price filter. Okay. Text change. Who cares? Added a check price button. Who cares? The upper limit for each set of flame sand and flame dust has been adjusted to 999. Okay, because you could only sell 99 previously, so you would have to do a buy order if you wanted to buy 5,000 for one flame elementium. Now you can buy 999 or sell 999 flame sand and flame dust. Not that flame dust will ever sell, because it is utterly worthless. And then that, unless they have changed it to be useful in the new crafting system, but for every other league, flame dust is useful for the first hour of gameplay, and then it's never used again. Added a global search feature, so it's gone back to season 1 and 2, where trade was global, which is good. The last season, trade was not global, and it was garbage. Items in the trade house will automatically be automatically locked by the system after listing, delisting, or purchased. Oh, does that mean that they're soulbound now and you can't relist them? I don't know if I like that. Show corrosion affix and base affix in the search criteria. Okay, that should have been in a few seasons ago. Collect upper limit plus 10. Don't know what that means. When adding a condition group, automatically include search results contain any. Finally. They should just look at pathofexile.com/trade and copy that into the trade house. Added enable disable functions. Okay. Added precise search criteria as unidentified. Finally, so if you're boss rushing and you are, well, they're not in the game anymore, but infinity belts, you would have to search through and search for unidentified. Now you can just see the unidentified Gamba price and sell things at that price, which is great. Because sometimes you're better off selling them unidentified than identifying them if you have a lot. Boons, yeah, cool. Merits. Is there any multiplayer yet? I don't think there is. Is there? I didn't see multiplayer anywhere there. Let's look at the balance adjustments. Heaps of balance adjustments for charge calling, orders of war, overload buff removal affix, removed 30% attack and cast speed, 10% chance to do double damage, which basically meant 10% chance to do double damage, and now it's just plus 30% damage, which is fantastic because your minions are not attacking or casting, they're just exploding. So plus 30% damage is far better. There was another buff further down that I missed this one. Legendary Relic Magnus Scepter. Remove the affix for each hero memory engraved. Overload effect. Okay. New affix when minions trigger self-destruct and hit with their self-destruct. Consume 1% of the character's current life and shield. Okay. Adding base physical damage to equal to 6% of the character's max life. Interesting. Very interesting. Skill reworks. I've noticed the armor value of a lot of things has increased a lot. The health, the life has increased a lot. Oh, this is a pretty big change. Before you could have one skill that would summon 4 and another would summon 2. Now you can only summon 4 instead of 6. We'll have to look at that more in the season. However, the season comes out in a couple of days. Mechanical mod no longer increases the skill radius. They've just reworded a lot of this stuff. Now grants 40% skill radius to minions summoned by the support skills. Additional damage from 120 to 170. It's just rewording how the skills were affected before. The last thing that I want to go over that I saw in this was, where is it? A lot of these changes are just the rewording. Here we go, Mind Infusion. So we've got an extra 100 max life on Mind Infusion boots, and the armor value has gone from 200 to 300% to plus 2400 to 2600. I think that's relatively the same. It's just going from percent to flat, and the rest stays the same. There's a lot of cool things happening this season. I'll be going Charge Moto as per usual. I'll try and do a updated build guide a lot earlier this coming season versus last season. Unfortunately, I have a week of work coming up soon, so I'll be away for that. But anyway, that's all I've got for this one. I look forward to the new season, and I hope to see a lot of you on again. Thank you very much.